I make roasted beets at home, I don't really give it much thought. I just wrap them in foil and put them in the oven at whatever oven temperature, and when they're done, I pull them out. And they always taste okay. But today, Christy's promised to show me a new method where the beets really have good flavor.
That's right, Julia. Most recipes for roasted beets are actually just steamed, and then they're peeled and they're cut.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a long cook time, and so it makes sense to use the oven for that even temperature so you get nice, thoroughly cooked beets.
Yep.
But you miss out on the opportunity for nice browning.
That's a good point, because in the foil packets, there's no browning. It is right, it's just steaming in there.
Right, and if you have the peels on the beets, there's no point in browning them because you have to peel them anyway.
Good point.
So we're going to start with beets that we're going to peel and prep before they go into the oven.
Okay, so interesting, prepping when they're raw.
Yes, so I have 2 pounds of red beets here,
Okay.
and I'm going to trim them, get rid of those tails.
I notice you're wearing gloves.
I am. I've learned a thing or two in my time prepping beets. So I'm going to peel these beets. If we peel them first, then we're working with room temperature beets.
Right.
And I can use a vegetable peeler, so it makes it pretty easy. In addition to peeling the beets, I'm also going to cut them into wedges. So we'll make these wedges about 1/2 inch thick. And cutting them into the wedges is going to give us a lot more surface area to build all that flavorful browning.
Makes good sense.
All right, now I think I'm safe to deglove. With the peels on, you really can't add any flavor to the beets. But we've gotten rid of those peels, so now we can add some aromatics and roast them with the beets for extra flavor.
Cool.
So I have 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And then I have 12 sprigs of fresh thyme. So nice. And 2 bay leaves. And I have 4 garlic cloves here. Now I'm not going to overdo it with the garlic. I just want to infuse it with some nice garlic flavor. So I'm going to smash the garlic. Finally, we need to add some seasoning. So I have a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. So we'll give these a toss. Make sure, especially that oil is all over the beets. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we can move into our dish. So we'll put the beets in a 13 by 9 inch baking dish. Just spread these out a bit. I said we were going to roast the beets, and we are, but we're going to start by steaming them. So I have 3/4 of a cup of water. So now we'll put some foil on top. Make a nice tight seal, and I'm going to put these in the oven. It's set to 450 degrees.
Pretty high.
It's hot, yeah. The rack's in the middle position, and we'll roast these until they're nice and tender when I stick them with a knife, and that'll take anywhere between an hour and an hour and a quarter.
Okay. Want more new recipes and stories from Cook's Country?
Then sign up for our Cook's Country email newsletter. It's free.
Our newsletter takes you behind the scenes with the people and the recipes changing the way America cooks.
Plus, you'll also get a sneak peek of upcoming recipes from the magazine, beloved recipes from previous seasons, and so much more.
Just scan the QR code or visit cookscountry.com to sign up and start getting your free email newsletter today.
All right, so be very carefully take off our foil.
Ooh! So all that moisture really has evaporated and they've started to brown around the edges.
They have. So I just want to make sure that they're nice and tender. That looks pretty perfect.
Yep.
So it's been about a little over an hour. So we've gotten them to the tender point. Now we want to work on even more browning, caramelizing around the edges. That's the whole point of this recipe.
Okay.
Just going to leave them as they are, and then I'll just put them back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes until we really see that caramelizing along the edges.
Ooh, now I can smell them.
Wow.
Those.
Look at that.
Look at those, Christy. Those are gorgeous.
Those are some brown beets.
Finally, the beets are caramelized.
You can really see it around the edges, but I mean on the bottoms. Oh, this is what we're looking for.
Okay.
And we're going to taste that browning. But
those herbs do look spent.
we never really want to eat the bay leaves.
Yeah, right.
But pretty much everything is done at this point. So we'll take out the thyme sprigs. I think I've got all the garlic. We'll let these cool for about 20 minutes. Because the nice thing about this dish is you can serve it at room temperature or warm.
I love it.
Julia, the beets are just about cool, and we're going to build a really nice sauce that's going to be a perfect complement to those sweet, earthy beets. We'll make a lemon-tahini dressing.
Love it.
That's going to hit all of those complementary notes. So tangy, creamy, a little bitter from that tahini. It's gonna be great.
All right.
So we'll start with tahini. Add a nice creaminess. It's kind of an instant emulsifier. And 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
That'll brighten it up.
A tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And then a tablespoon of water. So this sauce will tighten up pretty quickly from that tahini. The water will loosen it and balance the flavors a little bit. We roasted the beets with some thyme and some garlic. So we're gonna go back to those flavors to kind of help it meld with the beets.
Makes sense.
Make everything go together. So I have a teaspoon of minced thyme. And I have 1 garlic clove that I've minced. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We'll just whisk this together. And it's going to thicken as it sits. I think any tahini-based sauce does. So you can actually make this up to 2 days ahead, but when you go to serve it, you'll probably have to loosen it up a little bit with either some water or some lemon juice. You can see already, very creamy. Oh, this looks great. Now, we're not going to serve this on top of the beets.
Okay.
Because we have beautiful gem-like beets. We don't want to hide their light under a blanket. So I'm going to put the sauce on the bottom of the platter that we're serving.
Very cool.
That way we can show off the beets. And, you don't have to worry about getting too much sauce on them.
I love how the sauce just sets off their glossy, you call them little gems. That's exactly what they look like.
Okay, now we're not done with our colors and textures. I have 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame seeds that I'm going to sprinkle on top, and that's going to echo the sesame flavor from the tahini. So I have 2 teaspoons of minced chives, little herby flavor.
I could totally see doing this for a holiday meal. I mean, this looks worthy of company.
And it's such an interesting twist on something people have had before. But, this is not your grandma's beet.
All right, now for a beet. That is delicious. Beets are known for their sweeter flavor, but the caramelized bits on the outside, it's almost candied. We hope you enjoyed this video and tune in for more.
Hit those like and subscribe buttons so you never miss a single one.
And if you're ready to take your cooking to the next level, try our digital all-access membership, where you can stream every season of Cook's Country anytime, anywhere, and always ad-free.
Plus, you'll gain unlimited access to all of America's Test Kitchen fail-proof recipes, unbiased reviews, fresh episodes, exclusive offers, and more.
Just scan the QR code or head over to cookscountry.com to sign up for a free trial. And while you're there, sign up for our free newsletter and download our app.
And let's make something great together.